since we brought this in at midnight. And you know what happens with our today's special value? It's our best deal of the day. And this one is spectacular from UltraFine Silver. As a makeup lover, I love eyeshadow palettes. It's kind of my weakness because you bring home one palette and I can do a day look, I can do a night look, I can play with my colors. This is basically like an eyeshadow palette for your jewelry wardrobe because you choose. I love that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, as a beauty lover, I'm like, because now I can choose. Do I want to do a closer to the neckline look? Do I want to do a layered look? Do I want a longer necklace? Do I want to add a pendant? This is the ultimate jewelry wardrobe, and it comes to us from UltraFine Silver. Patricia's with us. I'm going to take you through your choices really quickly because, Patricia, there's a lot of them. But straight out of Italy, there's a lot to talk about for that $18 easy pay, brand new today. So here's your tritone, which is cool that UltraFine started doing this within like the last year or so. So you're getting the UltraFine Silver. You're also bringing home the 18 karat rose gold and the 18 karat yellow gold layered over the UltraFine. 3 individual necklaces that can be worn together because we're also including that magnetic ball clasp. And so when you look at that, you're adding an extra 1 3/8 to any of those chains. You're getting a 16, an 18, and a 20-inch overall. So here's the tritone. We also have the rose available for you. Here is the yellow. And then our final choice, that classic UltraFine Silver, 95 parts pure, so you're getting that whiter, brighter look for an $18 easy pay. Our comparable retail value is $150. We're under $90 just for today.
Wild.
So Patricia.
Yes.
The whiter, brighter Ferrari of silver. But for many of us, we're like, okay, I'm used to 92.5. Why is there such a big difference?
Well, I mean, when we talk about UltraFine being the Ferrari of silver, it's literally because it's giving you more of the good stuff. So like we said, okay, so usually your sterling silver jewelry has 92.5 parts pure silver and the rest are alloys. That's where you get your nickel and other things to harden the metal to make your jewelry. UltraFine literally gives you more silver, more of the good stuff, more of the valuable. It's 95% pure silver. In turn, it is nickel-free, it is tarnish-resistant, hypoallergenic, whiter, brighter, and of course, what makes UltraFine so special is it is designed by hand, made in Italy, from start to finish.
From start to finish, and you're getting 3 different styles in these chains. So I feel like that's the next part that we need to talk about.
I think so too.
We started 16 inches, which will be the closest to your neckline. That's gonna be your Singapore, and when you're crafting these in Italy, every factory can't do everything.
No, not really. So
Not really.
Not really. Actually, it's not even that not every factory does do like every single chain. We go to a separate workshop for every single one of these chains. In addition to, we have a separate workshop that does each of the findings. And you know, here's how it's made. So here we have one of the workshops where an artisan finally, after the chain is crafted, is cutting it to the perfect lengths. Now, we'll get into that a little bit too, how we chose those. But you know that there are 3 different workshops that do that. Then we have a different workshop that does all the soldering, all the findings. That also has to take place by a specific artisan. Finally, there is only one singular workshop that we do that does the high polishing. Now, you would think that diamond cutting is something that's more difficult when it comes to jewelry, but high polishing actually is an art on its own. So we have a workshop in Arezzo, which is in the Tuscan area, that has, I think, maybe like 5 artisans that do the high polishing. Now, let's talk about the magic. Yes. The symphony that we're giving you for your UltraFine 3-layered necklace. So when we first come into the Milan headquarters, when we work with our designers, we really have to go through specific iterations. We go through 150 different chains, whether it be the type of chain, the gauge of the chain, and then playing with the lengths to give you a perfectly layered look. This is a curated layered look for you. So can we start off with the top maybe?
Yeah, so let's start with that Singapore, which I love that little twist that it has.
Right. So the Singapore was very specifically chosen for that 16-inch length in this gauge because you have the twisting and you have the diamond cutting. Now, Vanessa, I don't know about you, but okay, you just said you're a makeup gal.
Yes.
So when you wear your makeup, usually you have to really focus in the highlighter where you want it all to hit. So the Singapore, because of the diamond cutting, because of all that light, we wanted to give it to you closest to the neckline to give you that natural glow of the UltraFine to your face with that diamond cutting and the twisting. Okay, then we had to go and give you an anchoring piece in the middle. When you go to Capri, I know, Vanessa, We're going.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you brought it up.
I brought it up.
Okay.
I have to bring it up because I feel like it's like, you know, like it's something that's not being said between us, right? Like,
well, finally, when we're in Capri.
We're in Capri, okay, and you are going and seeing the ladies who get off their yachts and are lunching in the very small, you know, little boutique-y style cafes. They usually have a forzatina chain with the station. So again, you have the high polished beads. You have a nice anchoring piece in the middle. And then we're going down to what I feel is like the sexy chain of them all.
That one too, yeah.
It's the snake, you know, but this snake, and I want to just show everybody too, I kind of want to give us a little bit of movement here. So you notice it's not like a regular snake chain. You actually have squared off edges. So again, very specifically picked by our designers to give you the play of light. And together, we're giving you the magnetic closure that you could put on all three, or after if we could show the wall too, you could wear 2 at a time, 1 at a time, separately, add your own chain. I mean, the options are endless.
I mean, first of all, the fact that we get the magnetic clasp, which of course wear them with your UltraFine trio that you're bringing home today. But if you have other necklaces that you find difficult to put on, you can disconnect this and put it on other chains as well. So that's a big added value that we're bringing home, which by the way, when you look at our today's special value price, considering what we're seeing with the prices of silver, we locked this value in months and months ago before we even knew what was going to happen. So when you look at our comparable retail value of $150, I think that's being generous for 3 chains.
Very generous.
And that magnetic clasp closure that you can use on any chain. You're only shopping for your 3 with that closure, with that $18 easy pay if you're shopping today. J447918. And now, just like our beautiful makeup palettes, we have endless combinations. Like you can do a lot of sparkle, a little razzle dazzle, a little bit more subdued, wear 2, wear 1. Add a pendant to them too.
Absolutely. We do have pendants that are in the UltraFine collection that are brand new. So if you want to, you could shop online already. But this is what I wanted to show you here because I think a lot of you may be wondering if you haven't shopped the magnetic closures, what exactly this is all about. So you'll notice right there in the center, that gorgeous large bead, that 8mm, that is our magnetic closure. Now, I'm just going to really crack this open quickly. I want you also to see, oh, here we go. I want you to see also how there is no glue in between those magnets. Now that again is because not all magnetic closures are made the same. We go to Italy's best workshop for magnetic closures. This will never lose its strength. So you are literally getting magnetic closures that are made by a workshop that does magnetic closures for luxury jewelry houses that are thousands of dollars. No, okay, back to the magic. Really quick, guys, sorry. I know I took it off there. As you notice that the magnetic closure has its own oversized O-ring and has its own oversized lobster claw clasp. Each one of those necklaces has its own lobster claw clasp, like here you'll see, and its own O-ring right here. So you could take every single one of these necklaces off and you could wear them on their own, 2 at a time, 3 at a time. Hold on, by the way, single gal right here, bam.
Right.
Did I just do that? My mom has mobility issues too, and let me tell you, Joan Rivers used to have her doorman put her jewelry on for her. I don't have a doorman,
no.
Not yet, but and this is exactly a great way to, you know, if your husband's not helpful, if your boyfriend's not doing the job, this is easy for you to put on your jewelry, take it off, you're on the go, we're busy, so let's make it easy for you.
And they stay put. Like, I love to layer necklaces, but sometimes like they're twisting in weird ways, they're tangling in each other. Everything is as it should be. And right now, $18 a month on Easy Pay brings all 3 home with that magnetic clasp. So this is the tritone. You're getting the UltraFine silver, but also 18 karat yellow and 18 karat rose gold layered over that UltraFine silver. We also have the rose available for you. So all 3 in the rose, most limited here. Fewer than 900 left for the day. We also have the yellow, so that's 18 karat yellow gold layered over that UltraFine silver. And then our final choice is the UltraFine silver, made in Italy. They will come boxed with a pouch for you to store them in when you're not wearing. And can we also talk about how we got to the rose and the yellow gold over UltraFine, because it took time for you to develop that.
I love how we're on the same page
You're
because
like, actually, yes, I want to talk about that.
exactly what I wanted to talk about. So thanks for bringing that up, Vanessa, because I think it's important to point out that UltraFine at its core is 95% pure silver. So there is a different type of formulation that it comes to when we're making 95 parts pure silver pieces. Of course, I know you probably are familiar with David Markstein. Some of you that are watching, I know you are, obviously. So David used to be a buyer here at QVC, and he used to purchase UltraFine from our, for the UltraFine brand. And he was asking, the people in Italy, can we do gold over the UltraFine? Like we just had the basic silver that was our, that is our DNA. But he wanted to know, for those of the women that can't afford maybe the solid gold pieces, can we do, and at $3,400 US an ounce, it's more, impossible these days than ever. So before we simply could not do it. The technology to do the 18 karat gold over the UltraFine was not possible. Of course, where there's a problem, the Italians come up with a solution. So it did take us many years, but we have finally been able to perfect the art of plating 18 karat Italian gold, not 14 karat, 18 karat gold over that 950, and it will last you a lifetime. This will be an heirloom piece. It will never chip. It will never tarnish in that way. So again, if you are a gold lover, or if you are wanting to purchase this for somebody who is solely a gold loving gal, this is a great way to go.
Yeah, I think also if you're thinking about any type of gifting, I know there's I have 2 sisters. So like if, my mom was gonna purchase for us, we each get one.
Which one would you want?
She keeps that magnetic bead, and so now she has it for her other chains. I would definitely want the Singapore. I think that's my favorite.
That's your fab?
Yeah, and I love that length, that 16 inches. You get 16, 18, 20, and all coming home for $18 easy pay with that magnetic bead clasp. This is your tritone. We also have the rose available for you. Here's the yellow. And our final choice is the silver, J447918. Our comparable retail value is $150. We are under $90 only for today. That's how today's special value works. Our one-time only is coming up. These earrings are clutch for